It's me, Mario!
Alright, in this video what I'm going to teach y'all is, show is how to clean your cartridges with brasso. I've been using this for a little bit. Mostly I've been using alcohol and Q-tips, but I'm switching to brasso because I've actually seen my grandmother used to use this all the time to clean stuff, so I figured I might as well try it. The issue with this though is it actually removes a layer of the metal, so you know, a layer of the actual contacts is actually going to come off, but it's a very minute, small layer. It's not going to really matter unless you have worn contacts. If you have worn contacts, do not use this. Again, if you have worn contacts, do not use this. And you may have to see about getting the contacts fixed. There is a way, because basically all you need is a metal contact point. So whenever it slides in, and like the NES, it hits the 72 pin, and each one makes contact. As long as it makes contact, you got a game. The least amount that there's contact, more issues you have out of the game. Like you'll have, you know, scrambled, messed up pixels and stuff like that going on. Alright, let's try that again. Maybe my shitty little tripod won't fall down. But again, you know, basically as long as you can make contact. But the whole issue of polishing it is actually to make sure. Take 1 million. Then again, like I said, you know, the contact. Alright, here's another take. Shit. Alright, like I was saying, the contact points. You gotta at least make sure your contact points are clean. You have a great, reliable playing game every time. So I'm going to show you, again, with brasso, how to do that. Basically to polish any tarnish that might get in the way. First we're going to do an N64 game. 3.8 game bit. That's what you need. Make sure you get a 3.8 game bit. It's the same one that you use on the SNES, the NES games, and the SNES games. And see these, you open up, and see how there's tabs right there. And you lift. You pull forward just a little bit and gently lift. And some of these, not all though, will have screws. Some will have screws, some will have, can't remember what it was. There's different ways for them. Just matters if it's from Nintendo, which I got several I'm going to do, so you'll see. Right, let's see here. I think this one's Phillips. Unscrew these, just like the NES games and SNES games. It can only go back together one way. And these have heat shields because, you know, bigger RAMs, you know, more memory in them. And they do kind of tend to get warm, I've noticed. Let's see. Gently, you see you got tabs on the side that try to hold it down. There you go. Takes a little heat shield off. Now you're going to have this little plastic right here. You lift it. So there's a heat shield on the back too. Leave it on there though. You can see all the tarnish and stuff. that's on this one. This one has actually had issues playing. Let me see. There we go. All you gotta do is pull that off. When you put it on, you gotta make sure you line it up, because there's gonna be that little tab right there. You gotta make sure which way you have to have it lined up. There's a tab on each side. If you don't have it lined up right, you won't be able to insert the cartridge. Take that off, see all the stuff, see? Try to scrape it off. Won't do nothing. Like somebody actually got glue on this. That is weird. That's Elmer's glue. Look at that. Must have been in some kid's backpack and glue spilled. I mean, it amazes you stuff you find on these games. I mean, look at that. That is crazy. It looks like glue on the sides. Actually, no, that's supposed to be there. Well, apparently I gotta scrape this glue off. Some kid went crazy with the Elmer's glue. I have never seen that before. This is a new game I got. I try to clean them as much as I can when I bring them in. That way they're ready to go. Alright. This stuff has a very, very potent smell. Put a little bit on contacts. I'll do it on the front. Show you what it looks like afterwards. Make sure you rub it in. Yeah, and I don't really suggest using your fingers. Because, I mean, if it eats metal, just imagine what it does to your fingers. Just got regular dishcloth towel, paper towels. Let's see. Paper towels. Let it sit for a little while. See, it's looking better already. This is the fun part. Alright. See, all that tarnish is gone now. Of course, cheap paper towels mean you're going to have paper towel on it too, but yeah, Walmart brand paper towels. Get you every time. Oh, actually, I think it's Sparkle. Mrs. Sparkle. Sorry about that. I ain't trying to be racist or anything like that. At what was it? Homer Simpson's Mr. Sparkle or Mr. whatever it was. If you look, I mean, it's almost as good as new. Got a little bit of I gotta wipe off. there. Look at that. And look at the before. How they looked. Man, that's night and day. That's, I mean, that's pretty much brand new. At least to me, it looks brand new. Let's see. A little bit more. Not as much as I did last time, I'll tell you that much. Let it sit a little bit. While it's sitting, I'll show you the same thing with the NES cart real quick. No, I'll tell you what, I won't wait on that. Let's separate these in videos. So there'll be one for NES, one for Sega Genesis, one for N64, one for SNES. So everybody will know how to take them apart. See, that one's actually coming off. Not too much on it. If you let it sit a little bit, it comes out better. But for recording purposes, I'm not. And also, I hate that about paper towels. You just grab it on the solders. Tell you what, one thing I find is they put more into making these games. At the same time, the soldering technique for the N64s are pretty much crap. I've had games with bad solders and had to resolder them, which is, you know, it'd be pretty freaking frustrating. Wondering why your game ain't working. You look in the back and you'll see a cracked solder. Alright. Alright, see, it's just about as good as new. See that? She looks beautiful. Beautiful. Like I said, it looked nice. Oh, just forgot the plastic. Alright, see how it goes right there. I've had some though that how it's shaped, just like the NES, some of these aren't shaped the same way. So it may have to go over on that tab, or it may have to go over on that tab. I don't know why. This one is clearly supposed to be that way. And see, there's just a little hair in there. Other than that, inside of the cart's pretty clean. RF or heat shield on there. Make sure it clicks past these. These little tabs right there. There it goes. There it goes. Alright. Phillips head screws. And mounts, I don't know what you call this, RF shield or heat shield. I know some of the N64 games will get hot, so like the Star Fox ones and stuff like that. More of the advanced chips, just like I know the I can't remember what it's called, the boosted SNES chips, like the Star Foxes and stuff like that. I think it was Star Fox, yeah, Star Fox. Basically, where it allowed it kind of a 3D graphics, just like the Genesis did the 32X. And Nintendo just said, well, we ain't gonna come out with another peripheral. What we're gonna do is we've designed. Look at that. There's more of that glue. That's what happened. It's like it was in a backpack or something. It's nothing bad. Still pretty clean. That's just where that line right there was marking against it. I won't be able to get that off. Alright, when you're hooking it back on, you go down, in, see tabs went down, then you drop the back. And put the game bit screws back in. I find if you set them in, it's easier to do them. Just hand tight. You don't want them too tight, because it'll strip the plastic out. You gotta remember, even though this is the N64, it's still old. I mean, it's even worse with a NES cord. So just barely hand tight. Once you feel a lot of resistance, you stop. Just strip these screws out. See? No resistance. Make sure you ain't gonna play. There you go, look at that. Alright, that's the N64. Done. Polished. Cleaned out. Now you can wipe. There's stuff on this. I'm going to get my glue going out and clean that off. See, N64 labels though, you don't really want to get nothing on these, because these labels are not durable. These labels are made crappily. Pretty much it looks like somebody printed it off on a printer. That's what I hated about N64. But then you got something like this. Nice glossy label. I mean, you can clean stuff off of these and it won't hurt the label. That's what I love about the NESs. The glue might give away, but that's about it. Same thing with SNES. You know, the labels are nice, glossy, high quality. I mean, you see the difference. This is actually a fairly good label. See, look, I mean, this is actually, I think, like the Mario 64 and the Mario Kart had the best labels. You know, the most glossy labels. I don't know why. See, like I got a Mario Kart right here. It has a more glossy label. Then you look at this one. It's not as glossy. It's not as quality. But most of them are like this. Some of them actually feel like paper, which I can't stand. Some of the odd titles. It matters who makes it, really. Alright. That's it for the N64 part.